that triple option defense. Just what did you see against that, and what was your approach to that?
For me, it was kind of just an opportunity for me to come back and play it again. When we played Navy, I think myself I could have played better. I didn't play up to my talent, I'd say. And then also, I think my play also was highly affected on the guys around me. If I didn't have Bari, or if I didn't have Bam, or if I didn't have Noah on the edge holding that edge for me, a lot of the plays I made would not have been there. So it's really just a matter of making sure everybody has their mechanics and playing them together.
How big of a help has Dante been to you in terms of stepping up and giving a guy that can give you a breather a little bit?
Hey, man, not only is he giving me a breather, but having Dante and Damo, just having those guys nipping at my ankles, it's sort of just more of a reason for me to keep going and keep pushing, because, if I take a second to take a breath back and, think I've arrived, Dante will be right there lapping me. It's just a real great thing to have a competitive room. If anything, I say it's a great advantage we got at the D-line this year.
You guys ran a lot of four-down linemen today. How fun is that for your room in particular when you get to do that?
Like I said, man, I love it when our guys are going out there balling together, man. So I think that was definitely a plus for us. That's something we like to emphasize a bit.
A little bit different this year with Walt. How has that adjustment been with him? And looks like you guys are really playing well for him.
Yeah, Coach Walt, being a defensive mind, being a guy that played at UC, he just has so much knowledge when it comes to football, and so much knowledge when it comes to, the game and the culture. And he just ties it all together in a great personality that, does well in the coaching setting. Personally, I've had, 4 different coaches, so the adjustment isn't that bad for me. But, it's really compelling to see how well the young guys take to him. Just learning things easily, and just going headstrong in there and being coachable players.
How did the approach change this week as opposed to last week when you're going against a much bigger line in Arkansas when you go against an FCS team?
Coach Fick says it best, don't discredit anyone, don't underestimate anyone. So we came out there swinging the same way we came out there swinging for Arkansas, and it's always an extra chip on the shoulder when we play a triple option team. There's always a lot more emphasis on the focus and fundamentals. So, I think it kind of tied together and kind of showed out how we finished the game there. I think our focus on the fundamentals and everything kind of showed itself out there.
How much better does it feel when Coach Vick was even talking about it with the triple option? They're really focusing on the interior D line in there. How much better does it feel that you pulled it off?
Man, I'd say it feels great, because at the end of the day, triple option, they pretty much do 3 things. They run up the middle, they do a pitch, or the quarterback keeps it. So, for them to challenge the middle and for us to respond, well, I'd say it's definitely it's a little pat on the back.
It's a big deal when defense scores once. When they score twice in a game, I mean, that obviously you want the points, but the momentum shift in that third quarter, it seemed like that's where you guys really took off.
Yes, sir. I mean, we talk about it all the time. Sudden change, whether it be sudden change, us going back in on defense, or sudden change, us getting the offense back on the field. And, our guys were there. Like I said, our D-line was flying around. Bari was in there. Took it from me, So our guys were in there flying around, and we happened to, give the ball back, or not give the ball back to our offense, but put some points up. And like you guys said, that does a lot for momentum. A lot of people kind of understate that, but especially being at home here in the nip roaring like that, it does a lot for the momentum.
You guys don't lose very often here. How ready was this team this week after what happened last year?
I'd say we had a great week of preparation. A lot of guys keep saying that we had a great week of preparation. Coming in with that chip on your shoulder, coming in to get the job done. Not only that, but also coming back towards the nip. I mean, it kind of just all tied together and having a dominant performance. So it's very important for us to, keep that streak alive and keep that culture going in the nip.
All right. Thanks, Jowon.
Thank you.
Jowon,